Jesus' name we pray.
Youth Ablaze was fantastic.
It was great.
It was fantastic. I thought that Youth Ablaze was boring in some areas, but all the performances made it more fun.
I think the performances were excellent, and I really liked our dance.
So did I, and the fashion show.
And everything.
And I think the drama was super duper. And I think that Auntie worked really, really hard to make it what it was. Thanks, Auntie.
Thank you, Auntie.
Thank you, Auntie.
I can't really remember the day in it. Well, obviously it was obviously one of these Sundays, and came in, and then I think she just came up with the idea, and then we just started planning from there, and then we just had the drama. We had someone that came in to help us with the drama. People did the odd one or two things that they did, and it was a nice event, especially on the day itself. When we got to the day itself, it was a much better event. But yeah.
Because when it was the first Youth Ablaze, I think I just started coming to youth, so I wasn't like heavily involved in church at this time, but I vaguely remember some stuff around it. I remember a lot of the work we were doing. I remember we were in Tottenham Hill at that time. We were still in Tottenham Hill Church, so we were doing a lot of the work in our youth room upstairs. I remember it was interesting. It was interesting. Obviously, you always have to grow from somewhere, but it was good. It was good. And looking back, it was a good experience. I just remember, yeah, just being a lot younger, obviously coming in for practices and things like that.
Yeah, the Youth Ablaze, how it started was like our pastor, Pastor Pedro, he came and he gave us an idea that we should spend more time as a youth to show our talent. So on 2006, we started planning for the Youth Ablaze, and we started coming up with acts like drama, singing, comedy, and all of those things that was really good. And Auntie Ebisi also, bless her soul, we missed her, but with her, she helped us to build our confidence, and also to build different performances to show to the church.
Okay, first of all, when the first ever Youth Ablaze, which was like 5-6 years ago, my friend Rachel invited me, but because she was going to this church and another church at the same time, when I told my mum, she thought I was going to a celestial program, so she said I couldn't go. But yeah, but we ended up joining the church, and it's an annual thing, so yeah, that's how I first heard about Youth Ablaze.
I first got involved in Youth Ablaze from, I think it was 2008. I'm not sure. Well, I didn't get involved then. I came to church, and then I realised that I really liked the program, what they were hosting, and the message it was given, and it was a great day out. So from then on, I started to, get more involved in the youth and stay in the youth a bit more, and that was it, I guess.
It was one like the aunties that was like the main auntie in the youth, Auntie Emissy. She like came up with the idea that like obviously like when youth were there like every Sunday, that we should just have like a Sunday where we all come together, have fun, just have a day for ourselves. And then obviously that year we introduced like table tennis, we did art, we did drama, we had a choir singing, and like we just did everything on a Saturday. And then like just obviously just to come together as a whole church, and then like I think that the beginning of that I thought at that time that I was at the beginning of something good.
I don't remember, but I think Auntie Lonka came to the youth department and was asking if people wanted to join the youth, and me and a couple of girls put ourselves forward. We were small at first, and now there's about 20 of us, so it kind of grows every year.
Yeah, I remember what I did for the first one actually. I think it was the first or the second one. I remember I sang a song with Adiola. We sang, is it If I Ever Fall in Love Again? I think, who sings it? Boys to Men. So we tried to like do a flowetry sort of thing, tried to make it a Christian thing, so we did that. And that day I lost my voice as well, so I was so silly. I was cheering for all the other people, so I didn't have a voice to sing. So I didn't like it. It didn't come out well, but again, you learn from that. And I still have that on video. You can't have it yet, but I still have it on video.
Your Father didn't stay around anyway. I don't know what makes you think our Heavenly Father, the Lord Most High, is going to stick around for someone as lowly and unclean as you.
that year we were saying that we were like going to bring in acts from like outside of the church. So, and at that time I was part of my college choir, and I said that we should come and like minister in the church, and then like it was a good performance. Like I feel like everyone enjoyed it, and like everyone was moved by the ministration that we did, and then like I feel that like the introduction, that's how they were saying that it was getting bigger and bigger. That like was just introducing new stuff to like make the event much more better.
Shegun's first performance was at the second Youth Ablaze where Uncle was taking us. And I remember before, I've known Shegun almost my whole life, and I remember before him coming like 6 months before saying he wants to do comedy, and I was thinking, alright, you don't really get people saying they want to do comedy from this young age, so I was like, that's good that he wants to do it properly and make sure you don't. And all the time he will come to us with jokes. You see him come to us with little jokes. I hear this joke I wrote on the weekend, blah blah blah. And then it came down to the day, and obviously Shegun's performing, and you're a bit skeptical because he's your friend, and you're wondering, has he got what it takes? Is he going to bottle it? And he just came and he did it like he's been doing it all his life. He shut it down the whole. It wasn't a thing where the crowd was cheering because it's Shegun. Like it wasn't because he's our friend. Let's all encourage. He actually was making everyone laugh. Both the visitors, people that weren't even African laughing at his jokes. So yeah, that was a big look.
It was a very big look, like.
That was my first ever show after I did my comedy school case, and that 2008 show showed me that I can do it and showed me confidence, and people helped me out to build confidence in my comedy. And from there, I'm doing big shows now. I'm doing a comedy tour next year with other comedians, and also I'm doing in the acting wise. I was with people like T-Boy, my cousin A-Dot, and they helped me through. So I want to thank the church for giving me that inspiration.
Yeah, because of that, as a funny guy, so we just thought, yeah, you might just start permanent host forever because you can't get another Shegun, so.
You can't, and he's very good at improvising. If you've come to a Youth Ablaze show before and you've seen Shegun on the mic, you can see that if there's a little period where people are unorganised, like maybe the drama's just come off and the choir's meant to come on, Shegun will be like, okay, everybody listen.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? Just off the top of his head, he knows how to control a room. He knows how to make everyone sharp. He knows how to make everyone laugh. So all those attributes make him who he is. Yeah. He's not boring to. Man.
It's not boring. Not a boring character to be around. No matter what, Shegun will always make you laugh. Be it Youth Ablaze, be it in the church service,
be it just standing around with us. Whether he's on the stage or just chilling,
it's always a funny guy. So.
I think I came in contact with Youth Ablaze something last year. It was October, I can't remember the month. It was last year when I came into MFM Edmonton, and the major challenge was like, okay, we had a youth ministry, and this one thing that's been happening over the years, I think for a couple of years now. And then my first Youth Ablaze was last year. I must say that it was very, very inspiring to see young people take a charge. I think young people taking the lead to want to not only showcase their talent and also but to show the potency of God, the ability, the power that God has through them. And the only person you can send to young people are young people themselves. So again, for me, it was a reflection. It was just to sit back to reflect and say, these young people want to explore the best of God. They want to showcase God in diverse ways. They want to showcase God in dance. They want to showcase God in poetry. They want to showcase God in all different facets that would appeal to younger people of their age. And you see, I think it was very, very laudable thing for me. It was something I was excited about. And last year's Youth Ablaze was very, very lovely. And I must say that this year is what we're looking forward to seeing, or probably what we want to leverage upon, was what I experienced last year. The reality in the Word of God. That's what we're bringing to Youth Ablaze this year. And the theme is, we're talking about faith personified. From the book of Romans chapter, we're taking a reflection from Romans 1:17, which talks about the just shall live by faith. We want to bring that opinion whereby young people can say, this is what God means to me. This is how I live my life. This is how I value God. And then so I can showcase and say, God might be a healer to you. God is my friend. God is my so-called. God meaning different things. Now we're looking at how, when the Bible says, come and taste and see that the Lord is good. That's what we want everyone this year to experience. And by God's grace, so far we said, how do we get through this? The first thing is to network to youth, speaking the youth language. That's where we talked about the trailer. We're doing a trailer for, we did a trailer for, or we are doing a trailer for this year, which is on YouTube, and then so young people can also have a look, have a feel, know what we are looking for to this year. And what are we looking at for this year? Majorly, my own perception, or probably my vision, or my desire this year is that every young person discovers so much about themselves in God. Every young person that walks up in there sees how much of God that they can get and they can work with, and that's what we look forward to. We send letters around, we tried as much as possible to invite people of our peers, across boards, even outside the church itself, young people in our society that we know. It's because the church, Jesus never came only for the church. He also came for people who are not, according to Jesus, said, I didn't come for people who are healed already. I've come for people who are sick. We're reaching out to people, Christians, not Christians, people in our environment that need the feel and the taste of God. We want to, it's like a bug. We want everyone to catch that bug. And by God's grace, we're trusting God that this year, souls will be won. And that's the major thing we're looking forward to in this year's Youth Ablaze.
Okay, so this is our 6th year, obviously, and I believe, well, personally, I feel like every Youth Ablaze that we've done, it's always better than the last year. Yeah, so I think this year will be very good because we have more people from outside the church coming to perform. So we have, I think we have singers and spoken word people that are coming. Choirs as well, where our very first one, it was just us, like the youth sort of thing, but we've kind of broadened our skills. So we've got our drama, we've got our fashion show, we've got all sorts of...
This one is getting big now because everyone now knows what Youth Ablaze is. So now, like, I want to thank everyone for coming and supporting the show. But this one, because everyone knows the theme and the subject of the show, we go out and we promote because we want to show that we love God. That's the main thing. And two, we want to show that youth people are not bad. We don't do bad stuff. That we are really positive people, and we like to bring you around to show the love of them. So yeah.
Obviously, Auntie Emmy's was the first one, so everything grew from there, really. So I can't say hers was better or worse. Uncle Lamray's was different. My opinion personally, I felt we had better Youth Ablaze since then, but I feel it might be down to maybe we weren't totally gelling as having him as a leader and working with us as a youth group. I think that might be why those weren't so good. The ones with Sister Margaret, because we had one with Sister Margaret and Uncle Lamray, then we had one with just Sister Margaret. That was good. I think that was the third one. That was good. Something I found, this is just for me personally, it was a bit restrictive. So I think as time has gone on, obviously they've become a bit more understanding, so we've been allowed to do more things. So a lot of new things have come into it and things like that. So obviously I can't speak for Uncle Deji's time yet, but I think this one will be the best one, just because we have so much going on and obviously lots of different age groups and everyone's working together and things like that.
This year, yeah, it was great last year, I have to say, but this year we looked over and reviewed what we did last year, and we decided we wanted it to be better, the timing to be a lot quicker, you know, everything basically flowing into itself, and we added new additions to it, new dramas, the choir also going to be doing their own pieces, so we're adding in a lot more talent, to say, into this year's program. So
the spoken word, I think the spoken word is really, really, really good. I heard it for the first time, they were practicing here. I was really surprised because I didn't know what to expect. I just thought it's just going to be poetry when people just come and read, but it was really good, and I was encouraged because they wrote it themselves. It was really good. It just shows that we have a lot of talent in our church. Obviously, people need to make more use of their talent, but it just shows we have a lot of talented people, so I thought that was really good. I thought that was really good.
Yeah, this year was new. I think the spoken word, I don't think we haven't had that spoken word before. so that's something new. We also tried to do it. We did a lot more promotion this year, so people talking to different branches. We went out ourselves to go to the various churches and hand out leaflets with the hope that hopefully they will come through and be blessed with God with us. Also, I started in a trailer for the church, and you know, it was a really good trailer. A lot of people liked it, so we had a very good response. There's a lot of different things. So yeah, man, everyone just seems to. Everyone's known each other for a good period of time, so it's easier for us to do things together. So we bond easily. So yeah.
Yeah, I actually liked it. I really liked it. I liked the trailer. Obviously, it was interesting, you know, the whole kitchen scene and thing. But I just like it because it just shows that we are growing. We started from, obviously, where we started from, and things are just getting better. We're just doing new things. But I did like it. I thought it was good. It wasn't what I expected. It wasn't typical. So I did like that, and I thought it was good. So.
The drama wasn't bad as well.
Nah, drama's good, bro. Nah, main actor.
That's what I'm saying. I like that.
Nah, you said it was good. I'm saying it was
alright. Main actor. Okay, cool.
This year is like it's gotten like more organised in the sense of like, it's like in the sense of like we know what we want. We know like this year we want to be winning souls. Not saying that we haven't won souls in previous years, but like there's like one of the like the main focus is just like for the youths that obviously don't know God. Obviously at this time it's hard for youths these days. So then like I feel that like it's been more organised in the fact that we're trying to win more souls for God. Like we've made a trailer about Youth Ablaze and it's an excellent trailer, and then like we've like introduced so much stuff, and I feel that like this year it's gonna be great.
Yeah, it was from then when he did that. It was very small, and now we're inviting other branches, inviting people from the community. So this is going to be really big this year. This is 2012 and we're going large.